Welcome to a tutorial on the stock market activity for personal finance. This will walk you through the activity on how to select stocks and research information and tracking it over the next 5 business weekdays. So first thing we're going to do is be opening up a website called Yahoo Finance, and you can see that on my right-hand side. And then we are going to be researching various different stocks. Now, we have provided you various ticker symbols here on publicly traded companies that you can follow, or you can choose to research your own publicly traded stocks on the New York Stock Exchange or on the NASDAQ that you choose to follow over the next 5 days. I will fill in the information for Apple Incorporated as of March 30th, 2020. You can choose any stocks that you wish to follow over the next 5 days, effective today or tomorrow. So I'm going to Yahoo Finance, so you can see that on the right-hand side. To start researching your various companies, you're going to either put the company name up here that you believe it is or what you believe its ticker symbol is. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing in the company name Apple. And you're going to see quickly that the scroll will show you various different publicly traded companies or investments that start with A. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on Apple. And you can see when it loads, I'm going to see quite a bit of different research information regarding the current stock price. So here you can see the company name Apple Inc. So that's what I'm going to write next to my stock number 1. I'm also going to put its ticker symbol AAPL, which is right next to the company's name. Right after that, we're going to watch what its current stock price is. Now, the current stock price is $247.74. However, this is as of March 30th, 2020, before the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ actually open up. The actual hours for these investment exchange sites are between 9:30 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 8:30 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So the stock market currently isn't open, but when you do this activity, you're probably going to see that the stock market is open, and you may see some price changes of the stock as you're looking at the site throughout the time period. That's just the buying and the selling of the various shares of Apple stock or the stocks that you're looking at, and changing value based on what other investors were able to buy or sell that stock at that particular time. So right now we're at $247.74. The next thing you want to take a look at is tell me something about what does this company do. You can find that information under Profile. So when I click on Profile, once it loads, you're going to go below the map and you're going to see a summary description about the company. So I just want to see a brief statement summary about what does the company do. And so you can see I've just taken that first line. Apple Inc. designs, manufactures, and markets smartphones, personal computers and tablets, wearables, and other accessories worldwide. It also sells various related services. So that just gives you a little bit of background information about what is the company about. Next, we're going to go back to the summary page, and we're going to determine other components that we should understand about our stock. So the next thing that we need to take a look at is which stock exchange is the stock traded on. So you can see that right below the company name up here on the top of the page. So under Apple, you're going to see that it says NASDAQ. So I'm just going to go ahead and bold it, or you guys can circle it. The next thing we want to take a look at is how has the stock's value or its stock's price changed in the last 52 weeks, the last year that the stock is traded. So you can see that down here on the summary page below. You're going to see right over here the 52-week range. $170.27 has been its lowest price within the last year, and $327.85 has been its highest price that somebody has purchased the stock at within the last year. So you can see there's quite a difference between what its current price is, $247, and what its lowest and its highest been. That is a reflection of the volatility that the stock market has had over the last 12 months. Currently, the stock is at a depressed value since the coronavirus was diagnosed and first posted in the United States in the first week of February, compared to what it had as its high in the last week of January. So the stock market has dropped almost 35% over the last 2 months since the first coronavirus diagnosis in the United States. Next thing you're going to want to take a look at is what is its earnings per share. So you can see the earnings per share is noted as EPS over here on the right column, and that is $12.60. What earnings per share tells you about the company is what is its company's profits compared to its outstanding shares of common stock in the market. This allows investors to have an indicator of the amount of company's profitability it actually has in relation to its stock amount of stock that is out there. So you can see that the higher that number, the more profitable a company is. Earnings stand for profits for a particular company. So the higher that number, the more profitable the company is in relation to the number of shares that it has. So $12.60 is the earnings per share for Apple. The next thing you would want to take a look at as the price to earnings ratio, which is also known as PE ratio. That's going to be $19.67 for Apple. And the price to earnings ratio gives investors an idea of what is the values company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is going to tell you the higher the PE ratio could mean that the stock is either overvalued in relation to its profits or its earnings. Companies that have no profits or are losing money are going to have no profits to earnings ratio indicated on its summary sheet. So if PE ratio is just got a line through it, that means that company is not profitable because it hasn't been open for more than a year, or that as far as publicly traded, or that it is losing money. So you can see that $19.67 is pretty high in relation to potentially other companies. And yes, Apple is an extremely profitable company. Another indicator that you might want to take a look at is the market cap or market capitalization. That is going to be listed up here at the top, and you can see that Apple's market cap is $1.08 trillion. That is huge. It is one of our largest corporations in the world, as you would imagine. And the next thing you might want to take a look at is what do investment firms imagine or predict that the Apple stock would look like in a year from now. So the 1-year target estimate is going to be found here down at the bottom in your column 2. And it says that it projects its stock value to be $311.28 in 1 year, which would mean that that is still below what its stock price was in the highest amount at $327 in January. So they're predicting that the stock market still might be a little soft going into next year. So this is an example of how you fill out your stock market information regarding the individual stocks. And then from here, you're going to list the information up on the top of the page. So you can see that this is where we're going to track the stocks over the next 5 days. You guys are going to track the 3 different companies that you're going to be tracking, and then we're also going to look at the Dow Jones Industrial, because many times the stocks are going to change in relationship to how the Dow Jones Industrial is doing. In addition to that, so you can see I've taken the ticker symbol and I've put whatever the current prices that I would have purchased the stock at today for Apple, and I've also got in the current Dow Jones Industrial. You can find the Dow Jones Industrial by just typing in DGIA. And that's what you're going to be seeing in the news quite a bit, is this particular index and its value change to get an idea of how possibly individual stocks have been doing. And this one has gone way off of its mark. You can see this, if I were to show you what the Dow Jones Industrial has looked like over the last year, you can see that over the last year, we had some really nice consistent growth. We peaked in the very beginning of January. And you can see February 13th, we are at 29,423. And since the coronavirus has hit the United States, we've seen a huge collapse in the market as of 35%. And then we've seen it slightly start to grow again. So you're going to put that number right here under Dow Jones Industrial. And we're going to track that change as well over the next 5 weekdays. Down here below, you can see that I've given you directions to start taking a look at price change so that can tell you the level of volatility a particular company might have. So you're going to put your 3 stocks listed in this first column, and then you're going to, after day 1, once you've gotten your day 2 prices, you're going to then subtract day 2 from day 1 for each of your stocks and put that price value change down in the column below. And then you're going to track that change in price. So day 3 to day 2, day 4 to day 3, and then day 5 to day 1 to see how much that stock has changed over the last 5 days. In addition to that, you're going to want to once again list what the company's 52-week high and low is in relation to what the current value is of your stock to determine, do you feel like the stock might have more growth so you can see greater capital gains in comparison to what you've purchased it at? Or is this company too much of a risk because of the loss of its value over the last 5 days in comparison to its last 52 weeks? Hopefully this will help you track your stocks over the next 5 days and answer any questions that you might have about the stock market report.